folks, welcome back to yet another team guide from Football Manager 2020, and today we're going to take a look at Leeds United. That's right. The owner loves the club, just getting that straight off the bat there. They do play their football at Ellen Road, which is a 37,890 all-seater stadium. They've got a superb training facilities, great data analysis facilities, and excellent youth facilities. The media expect them to finish second. We'll take a closer look at that later. Their club culture is to play entertaining football, develop players using the club's youth system, and play attacking football. Not just entertaining, but attacking. So they expect to win multiple games, quite heavy scorelines perhaps. So here I am. I've signed a deal worth 19.5 grand a week to manage Leeds. 25 years old. Those were the days. For me, let's take a look at the club history here. The owner is Andrea Radesani, something like that. She wants to welcome me, or he, likes to welcome me to the club. Director of football is Victor Orta. Maybe you can change it up. You could probably hire or fire your own director of football. You got an assistant, Diego Reyes. Obviously, Bielsa has left his stink all over the place. So you want to come in here and make this team your own. Thorpe Arch is the training facility venue, it looks like. And a brief history of the club there. This is the Dream 11, or the best 11, according to the report. Obviously, you've got the likes of Phillips, Klitsch, Hernandez, and Eddie Nketiah, to name but a few. You also got some loan commitments here. Jack Clark is a Spurs player, but he's been brought back to Leeds as well. Eddie Nketiah on loan from Arsenal. Ben White's on loan from Brighton, who has been very sought after across the domestic game. So as the club culture we talked about a little bit, the 5-year plan, though, is to grow the club's reputation, increase commercial revenue, maintain self-sustainability. It's easy for you to say. That means providing, churning out the talent, selling them on for a profit, and then obviously filling the coffers full of cash in the process. Expand the stadium. You've got the fan base. Sign young players to develop full profit. Basically, that's the same one I'm all about, safe sustainability, and work within the wage budget. And at the end of the current season, they want to win promotion, reach the 4th round of the FA Cup, and the 3rd round of the Carabao Cup. They want to, after that, work to become an established Premier League side, establish a Premier League team the season after, work towards recording a Premier League top half finish, and then definitely recording a Premier League top half finish by the end of the 2023-24 season. That's the 5-year goal for Leeds managers. Here you can arrange a press conference to meet the media, and also arrange an inter-friendly squad, inter-squad friendly between your main team and your under-23s to see what kind of talent you're working with. Also an advice report for your backroom staff. For me, we're just going to jump straight into the thick of things and take a little look at the finances. Yep, we've got just 900 grand in the transfer budget, which is not very much. And it actually says you can keep 75% of any revenue that you've made. Now, according to my knowledge, how much did you sell Jack Clark for? You should have really had that much money, the 75% of that money reinvested. But 900 grand, it looks like Mr. Cheapskates here. The wage budget is £387,000. You're actually operating beneath that by about 20k. So there's room to add a couple of players. There's actually an overall bank balance of £8 million. Debts and loan, there's no net debt. Maybe a bit of transfer debt that you might owe from other stuff. You're expected to lose a bit of money, but you never know. If you can get yourselves back into the Prem de la Prem, you might be up to something. Quick look at the key players for you. Let's take a look at the most expensive player, and that is Helder Costa. He's actually on loan from Wolves, but he's going to be joining permanently at the end of the season. So that's probably where all your money's gone. He's a 25-year-old winger. Formerly of Benfica, Monaco, to name but a few. He's got no caps to his name for Portugal, but he's still got time on his side. Very, very fast, physical sort of player. Excellent acceleration as well. Dribbling's not too shabby, as is his first touch. Scored 16 goals in all competitions and all times for Wolves, over just shy of 100 games for them. Can play on the left or the right-hand side, and also down the middle, should you be desperate. Calvin Phillips is hotly tipped as well. Only 23 years of age, defensive midfielder. Was linked with Aston Villa, and now even Manchester United are looking at bringing him in. Excellent statistics or attributes across the field here, both technical, mentals, as well as physical. physicals. Great natural fitness. He's up there with bravery as well. His leadership could do with a few more notches, but give that a few more years. Teamwork is up there as well, as is his work rate. So very good, all-round, hard-working player with 30 grand a week. I think he recently signed a new deal to 2024. Ever present the past couple of seasons, and he's obviously come through the academy. You've got a couple of loanees. Eddie Nketiah, valued at £15 million. I call him Nketiah. He's actually operating at a 3-star level, 3.5, could go as high as 4.5 stars. He's definitely got the capabilities to be a decent player. Ben White as well, centre-back rated at £10.5 million, could play at right-back as well. Like I said, on loan at Brighton from their academy. Kiko Casilla, he is a 32-year-old goalkeeper, formerly Spanish international as well, valued at just under £10 million. Excellent goalkeeping numbers here, especially at the Championship. 16 reflexes, 15 kicking, 13 handling, and one-on-ones is 12. Formerly of Real Madrid. They bought him for £4.4 million. He was also, had a few games for Real Madrid. He wasn't a bit part player, but he had the number. So definitely a big coup for Leeds to have. And then you look at Klitsch, who is 29 years old, Polish, £9.5 million rated. He may not be the fastest, but he's got the double digits all in around about the mid numbers there, 11s, 12s, and 13s across the board. Could play as a box standard midfielder, sort of deep lying playmaker. You can push him further forward or further back if you're a little bit funky and you want to go that way. Scored 10 goals last season for Leeds, so he is in amongst it. Then you look at Stuart Dallas, Patrick Bamford, Liam Cooper, they're all in there. Any hot topics in there? Alfie McCalmont is one that could go 5 stars, operate at 2.5 stars at the moment. Northern Ireland youngster, has got under 21 cap to his name, has come through the academy, so he could be one to keep an eye out. Pablo Hernandez is actually wanted. He's 34 years of age. He's wanted by a lot of the big boys making money out in the Saudis. And a couple of little La Liga teams are taking a sniff at him, valued at £2.3 million. He hasn't got much wiggle room that way. Jamie Shackleton, did we talk about him? Midfield centre, 3-star rated, could go as high as 4.5 star, 19 years of age. He's actually wanted by Swansea to make the switch. Again, coming through the academy, he's one to keep an eye on. And also Matthias Borges, he's a young Polish guy, could be the new Gil or new guys of Klitsch, midfielder, could play as attacking midfielder. Mazzella is his dream role, I guess. Look at these attributes for a 17-year-old Polish lad. That is a wonder kid and a half, I'll tell you that for sure. Again, coming through the academy, no, he was actually snapped up by a Polish team, but he was actually on the books prior. I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe they had him and they sold him off. Anyways, take a look at the development squad. We're getting gobbled up here by time. The under-23s looks healthy. A couple of standouts for you. Rafael Majuca is a Spanish youngster. He's actually on Extremadura. So probably in the Segundo division out there. Not bad physicals for a 20-year-old striker. 14 finishing, 14 first touch. From the Barcelona B product. Lewis Coyle is another option. He's actually on loan at Fleetwood, 23 years of age, can play on the right-hand side. Again, not bad physicals and determinations up there as well. So he's one to keep an eye out. Another one is this guy, Kun Timosonikov, who's a Bulgarian, could go as high as 5 stars, coming up as a 2-star player, 19 years of age. He is a striker, could play as attacking midfielder. So he's one. Jordan Stevens is another one, could go as high as 5 stars. So it does look like Leeds have a really good academy with some really good players to give you guys a bit of a boost if you want to be their manager. Robbie Gotts is another one, 4 stars, 19 years old. I'm going all over the place here. Let's get back into it. Under 23s squad. Most valuable one is Lewis Coyle on loan. As for the under 18s, well, we've got a couple of standouts here as well. Noah Kenra could go as high as 5 stars, 16 years of age, 2-star ability at the moment. So he's one to potentially keep an eye on. And also Ethan Kashosa could go as high as 3 stars, though. Not really that good. Where's he from? He's from Zimbabwe. What about Stuart McKinsey? Could go as high as 4.5 stars. 16-year-old attacking midfield, player down the right or the left. So let's take a look at the dynamics of the club. The team cohesion is average, which could do with a huge boost. Atmosphere around the ground or the dressing room is good. There's no unhappy players. We currently have 6 players at the club who can consider to be very, very happy. There is quite a few contrasting personalities within the club. They also share, though, a nationality. So there's maybe a few Spanish folks, that sort of stuff. Managerial support is good. I've only just come here, though. The hierarchy, the team leaders are Cooper, Ayling and Phillips leading the way. Then it's Dallas, Hernandez and Alioski. Where's he from? He's from Macedonia. I've always wanted to know that. Spal are interested in bringing Alioski. So these are your leaders, your potentially captain, your armband-wearing gentlemen. As for the social groups, Costa's on the outside. Obviously, he's on loan from Wolves, so he's taking a little bit of time to adjust. So give him a couple of months to settle in. Again, another cluster of boys here who are new to the club and again may not feel completely at home just yet. Tyler Roberts, 5.25 million rated midfielder. A couple of other little guys as well that need to find their feet. Get a little bit come out of the shell a little bit. The dynamics, a lot of green knocking about, also a little bit yellow, but ultimately I think everyone seems to be in good spirits. Code of conduct you can set yourself later. As for a team meeting as well, you can do that. Quick look at the team report, the squad depth. Let's go for it. Goalkeepers got 2. This guy's actually on loan from Lorient in Ligue 1, so you could probably look to get a new keeper to help compete alongside Kiko Casilla. What happened to that other keeper? I'm interested. Farrelly, what's his chops? Transfers. Where are Peacock Farrell? Went to Burnley for £2.5 million. He was the number 1 last season. You've also binned off Pontus Jansson. Obviously, he was a big-time player for you guys. So, yeah, let's get back to where we were. Team report. So, yeah, goalkeepers are a little shy on numbers in that regard. As for left-back, Douglas seems to be your preferred left-back with Berardi as your second fiddle. Then you look at Cooper playing out of position, really. You want him at centre-back, but he could operate as a left-back should you need to go there. As for right-back, Berardi could also operate at that side. Ayling seems to have it nailed on, though, as your right-back. £8 million rated. Stuart Dallas can also operate as 2 very decent right backs. Actually, look at Dallas's versatility. He can play absolutely anywhere you like. Northern Ireland International. So I'm saying perhaps left back if Berardi is your second choice right back. Ben White could go there as well. As for your centre-backs, Cooper, White, you've got this guy, De Bock, who is actually on loan at Sunderland. He doesn't look that good, if I'm honest with you. Berardi, Ayling. So I think maybe you could do with some a decent couple of options at centre-back. Obviously, losing Janssen is a big blow. As for midfield, Dallas is looking like your best bet for your left-sided midfielder. Seems to be one of his preferred roles. Alioski is also up there, as it is Jack Harrison, who's on loan from Manchester City. He actually was on loan last season. From them as well, and Douglas can also operate up there as well. On the right hand side, Dallas again, you can play him forever. Pablo Hernandez seems to be the best bet for the right hand side, alongside Alioski and Jack Clark. So you see the same faces operating all over the place. Phillips, Shackleton and Klitsch seem to be your midfielders with Forshaw. And then this McCalmont fella, the youngster coming on in. So you seem to have options in midfield. Up top, though, I think you're a little light with Patrick Bamford and Nikitaya leading your line. Then you're looking at Tyler Roberts, who's more of a number 10 in my eyes than a striker. But all in all, that's a quick look at your squad depth. How about the strengths and weaknesses? Well, player partnerships. Phillips and Klitsch have got a deadly partnership between the two players in midfield. Teamwork's up there. First touch, decisions, and concentration, amongst others. It's got a whole list of strength as well. Crossing's also up there. As for your weaknesses, transfer budget is a little light. Defender depth also light. They say that you also could do with some more players overall, generically. Generally, not generically. Your wage budget is also taking a bit of a hit. Tackling sucks a little bit. And communication could do with a boost. What else have we got? Obviously, the cup situation, they want you to finish in the 4th round and 3rd of the FA Cup, 3rd round of the Carabao Cup. As for the Sky Bet Championship, they expect us to finish 2nd behind Fulham and get ourselves promoted at the umpteenth time of asking. How about the Dream 11? Well, they are looking at Casilla and then Phillips in midfield. They are the two deadly men for Leeds United this season. Hopefully you enjoy this video. It's just a quick overview of Leeds United in the Football Manager 2020 Classic that is now available to purchase. If you'd like to see more team guys, this is the place to be. So make sure you smash the subscribe button. Also, make sure you smash the thumbs up. Give this video a bit of loving as we keep on chipping away and adding more team guys. We'll be back tomorrow with some more. Hopefully, until then, you'll be here some way checking out some other videos. Until then, I'm out. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.